going on YouTube? Been a while, but Darren here. I'm back at you, Grumpy Old Scale Miler. I've had taken a little hiatus, but I am back and starting to resurrect things here at the Grumpy Old Scale Miler YouTube channel. It does feel really good to be back. I've gotten a lot of comments asking about, where we've been, what's been going on with the channel. There's been a lot going on, actually. Of course, starting over last year with the COVID, we made it quite, a way through, but we had some health issues in the family. Like many around the world, we in our family have lost those to COVID, and that kind of put a hamper on what was going on with the YouTube channel, as well as work and shifting from a full-time job in an office somewhere else to a full-time job at home. So there's a lot of things that have happened over the last year, but we are now well into 2021, and it is time to put that stuff behind us. For 2021 in January, myself and 3 other really good friends started a podcast called the Model Geeks podcast. You see our new logo right here. I'll put a link to the podcast in the description below. Please check it out. We're having a lot of fun with that. We're going to start to bring some of our recorded content and start to add some video content to that as well, and we'll be launching that here on the Grumpy Old Scale Miler YouTube channel. So you will slowly start to see both logos scrolling as we move forward. So that said, the podcast has been a huge success. We've had a lot of fun with it. We're up to episode 8, which we just released this past weekend, which was a lot of fun. With the new podcast and with what we're trying to do to revamp Grumpy, we've reached out to some folks, and we've had some other folks that have reached out to us. The last was Tamiya USA, and the fine folks over there have sent us one of the pre-release boxes of the F-4B, which is a beautiful kit, and that's what brings this video to you today. There's a lot of videos out there, folks, with the white boxing of the F-4B. They're starting to flood out there with all the sprue reviews, and I got to be the first one to tell you I hate doing inbox type sprue reviews. But being that this is a brand new boxing and the artwork just came out, I thought it was important to bring this to you and at least show you a little bit of what's in the box, as well as some of the sprue shots. So we'll take a look at a few of those, and then we'll move on, and I'll catch you after that and kind of tell you where we're going. Well, there she is. This is a huge box, and there's a lot of folks out there that have already done reviews of all the plastic in here, as I said in the beginning. So I'm not going to break into every bag. We'll look at a couple of the bigger ones. But what I really want to show you is really what you're getting in the production box, and this, as it comes in the store. And as you can see, it's about like the F-14 when it came out. It's about the same size. The artwork's really, really well done, and will look good framed on my wall at a later date. So yep, I always save those boxes for that. In the box here, well, first thing we got here is the Detail Up Parts series set. This is a 148 F4 Phantom 2 access door decal set. So an extra set of decals with the call out sheet, access door decal set A, sold separately. So this is something that they have added to this. We'll open those up here in a minute and look at them when we get the decals. Note, no bag's been broken here yet, and so we did have a chance to go through the white box bags. And I can tell you that the detail is all in typical Tamiya fashion. It's very, very well done. Let me see, this is the top and the bottom. Let me break this out, the surface detail. We'll look at that. And it is exceptional. Let's see if I can get up in here where y'all can. I'm going to move this box out of the way here, and we'll bring pieces out a little bit at a time. Not a lot of room, sorry about that. Let's go down in here and take a closer look. See if we can't get in on that. Really, really nice surface detail. It's crisp, it's sharp, it's not too deep. And it looks like it is to scale. It looks really, really good. I'm sure you can see that in there. That's really good stuff. Let's see what else we got here. Next, let's take a look at the cockpit stuff. You can see here, here's some of the cockpit sidewalls. That detail there is very nice, crisp, sharp. So is the instrument panels themselves, all the dial faces. Those are blank. We'll look at the decals here in a second. I don't know if they give you decals to put in there or not, or if you have to hand paint them. But the surface detail, the raised knobs, so on and so forth, are really, really nice. One other thing that I noticed when I was going through this, on the belly of the airplane, you have this area between the landing gears. I believe they're called bleed air doors or air exit doors. Can't really remember, but if you know what those were called, leave a comment down below. Let me know that those are. But on the Hasegawa kit, these were done open and they were just blank behind. Tamiya's really thought that through, and as you can see here, they have really pumped a lot of detail into that door area. So it's going to look nice up through those open exhaust doors. Really, really pleased with that. And take a real close look at it. That detail is really, really sharp. So let's take a real quick look at the fuselage. 3 pieces. You know, I think this has been shown many times before with the white box samples that were sent out, but I'll just show one more time real quick that the detail in this is really sharp. The panel lines are very crisp. Rivet detail work is nice. It's not too deep. It looks like it's really in scale. Very sharp. I'm anxious to see how well this all fits together. I also like the fact that with the clear parts, they give you the choice of canopy closed or canopy open. Canopies open. So you have 2 separate choices. I'm not going to break these open. I'd rather keep these in the bag for right now just to keep them safe. But no, you know what? I will. So I'm not going to do this with the closed canopy, so we'll break that one out and look at the quality of these clear parts. Really sharp, clear pieces. Very nicely done. The detail for the canopy frames is nice. The seam down the middle, where it feels like it's there, it's almost non-existent. So we'll have to see how that works out when it comes time to polishing these things out to see what needs to be done. But very, very nice clear parts. So let's put that back in the bag. And now let's look and see what's in the box other than the sprues, which, like I said, we've seen a lot of sprue reviews done of this. So we have the instruction packet, and we have decals or decals, however you prefer to say it. I am a decal guy. And I'll go ahead and open up the instruction pack first here. Set the decals off. What do we have? Well, the instructions are the typical Tamiya instruction book. It's better than the Xerox ones we got before and the white box, but everything seems to be the same. I don't see any major changes here from. Now this is something I find interesting, is the way that the tailpipes go together, the exhaust nozzles in what's it, 6 pieces. And that's going to be interesting. And as we go through the build of this, we're gonna see just how well they match up. But this could eliminate the seams, and I'm going to put past them to have thought about that up front and really taking that in consideration. That's awesome. Be curious to see how that plays out. Landing gear doors, I love that the two pieces here gives you the entire inside detail really well. Adding to the landing gear doors. And you see here, same with the nose gear. They do the same thing. There's these, they call them air exhaust outlets. But that area between the wheel wells I was talking about, right there, which is really going to look sharp with all that detail in there. I love this. Speed brakes open, speed brakes closed, flaps up, flaps down, wings folded or straight or spread. And that's a neat option. It looks like the flaps, yep, flaps up, flaps down. That's going to be a cool option. And I'm wondering, do they give you the option for the IFR probe? Where's the IFR probe on this? There it is. So IFR probe open. So we'll have to take a closer look at this when we get there. It shows it open. I'm wondering if they give you an option for it closed. I don't see that. It might be just as simple as shutting the doors on it. We'll see when we get to that part, but I don't see that step in here. So nice instructions. Typical Tamiya instructions. You get a little info sheet here in Japanese and in English. Just tells you a little bit about the F-4B. That's kind of cool. Looks like two color callouts. Yep, for version A or version C, which would be VF51 or VF161. VF51 being, of course, the box art. I'll take a look at that one. Oh, there's a B as well. So let me see what's on the back. Okay, so B as well. So this one here is VF111 Sundowners. That's actually really cool. Anything with a shark mouth on it's cool. But I absolutely love the Sundowners rising sun tail. That might be the option I do. It's got the mid-kill on it, mid-kill marking. This is a really cool, really cool scheme. So we'll have to take a close look at that. This one over here is VF51, the Screaming Eagles. This is the box art version. I like the touch with the eagle claws on the doors. That's pretty cool. Yep, that one's really cool. On this one here, this is 161. And that one's pretty cool too. It's got the two mid-kill markings on it, which is really cool. I do like that one. I think if I have my way, I will be doing the Sundowners on this. And back page here, all your stencil placements. Very cool. So, too big. These look good frame too, just in the hobby room hanging up. That's kind of a nice deal. Very nice, well printed. This last piece here was tips, tech tips. All right. Next, let's take a look at these decal sheets. I expect that these are going to be exquisite. Oh, let me cut that open. So, I'm almost certain that this right here would be our stencils. Absolutely, and there are a ton of them. Welcome to the F4. A ton of stencils. It looks like they get you a lap belt and seat belt detail on the decal sheet as well as your instrument consoles. That's what I thought. We'll see how that all looks. But these are nice. Tamiya. Very nice decal set there. These are the actual tail markings themselves. Not a lot of carrier film. I don't know if you can see, like on this tail, the rising sun piece there, but the edges, not a lot of carrier film carried over on those. There's a lot between, you know, of course, the N and the F. That's to hold them all in one place. That's to be expected. I bet that stuff just will dissolve away. Yeah, very sharp. I like that. And there are your masks. Of course, typical Tamiya ones, you have to cut these out, but that's okay. We've done them with the F-14. They work great, so really good stuff. So there you go. That's a little bit about what's in the box. I think it's going to be a great kit. I'm looking forward to building it. So what's the plan? The plan moving forward is I am going to end up building this kit alongside one of my co-hosts, Scott Samo, and we're going to do two different versions of the aircraft side by side. And as we go through, I'm going to come back and I'm going to show y'all. We won't be able to get all of the actual build in this. We just don't have the facility for it, and we're still not completely opened up from the COVID stuff. But as we do the build stuff, I'm going to be bringing you my portion of is hopefully step by step, but we're just going to have to kind of roll with it as we go. I might call an audible here and there, but I want to show y'all the build sequence and how well the kit goes together. And along the way, we'll go through a little technique stuff here and there. So look for episode 1 coming up soon. It'll be out. If you have any questions, comments below, please let me know what they are. I'll try and get back to you as quickly as I possibly can. Again, to all y'all that have stuck it out since Grumpy went off the air here, 6 months ago or so, thanks for sticking it out. We are back and looking forward to bringing a lot more content to you guys in the future. Not just new content, but better content. So, until next time, everybody be good to each other, and for Christ's sakes, get out there and build something.